Have you ever watched a horror film and wondered how these performers manage to play such terrible and disturbing roles? While many actors are adept at protecting their psychological and emotional well-being while performing unsettling parts, others are not so fortunate. Welcome to Fame Freaks, and in this video, we'll tell you some horror scenes that really messed up with the celebrity's mind. Number 5. Jennifer Carpenter in The Exorcism of Emily Rose 2005. Jennifer Carpenter may have been alright with all the macabre medical operations on Dexter, but the actress got the creeps during filming The Exorcism of Emily Rose. She told Dread Central that while she was filming the religious thriller, unusual things began to happen to her after hours, like her radio going on by itself in the middle of the night. "My radio came on by itself 2 or 3 times when I was going to sleep," she explained. "The only time it startled me was when it was incredibly loud and playing Pearl Jam's Alive." She wasn't the only one to have such weird occurrences on site. Co-star Laura Linney's television kept turning on at night during the shoot. Shiver. Number 4. Liv Tyler, The Strangers, 2008. Despite receiving negative reviews, Brian Bertino's low-budget home invasion for The Strangers turned a tidy profit at the box office in 2008, grossing $82 million on a $9 million budget. Liv Tyler and Scott Speedman play a couple whose isolated vacation turns into a nightmare when 3 sadistic strangers in masks arrive. Dennis Harvey of Variety was among the critics who complimented the film, praising the 2 characters for credibly reflecting every hue of panic. Tyler claims that her reactions were realistic since she was truly afraid. "I was told not to let Liv see me in my mask before we shot," she explained. "She didn't want to have to fake it, so it was up to me to actually scare her." Number 3. Vera Farmiga in The Conjuring 2013. The difficulty with tales is that they are difficult, if not impossible, to substantiate, as Vera Farmiga mentioned feeling apprehensive and not bothering to take her work home with her. The real-life ghost-hunting past of Ed and Lorraine Warren is enough to make anyone nervous, but Vera Farmiga knew virtually little about her character's counterpart before coming on for The Conjuring and receiving her first paranormal encounter as a welcome gift. The actress told Cinema Blend that after hanging up the phone with director James Wan and opening her laptop, she discovered 3 digital claw marks from the upper right diagonal to the lower left during her first round of research into Warren's work. Those marks would reappear in Farmiga's Conjuring experience the day after she finished filming the first film and returned to her home in New York. When she awoke, she discovered a similar pattern of tattoos on her thigh. It was these 3 very unmistakable claw marks that had long nails or long fingertips could generate, she stated. Despite the fact that she chose not to give in to the terror, she remarked, "There's clear evidence of some oddity that's transpired. That was not done to me by my husband. I did not itch a mosquito bite. It's incomprehensible." Even the film's director stated that his dog began barking at something that could not be seen, though others may argue that dogs bark at the strangest things at times. Number 2. Patrick Wilson, The Conjuring 2, 2016. Patrick Wilson is a scream king when it comes to the genre. The actor's filmography includes the Insidious series, Hard Candy, Bone Tomahawk, and, of course, The Conjuring flicks. But it was the second episode of that latter franchise that frightened the actor the most. During production, there was a very strange episode with a curtain haunting, according to him, which prompted the crew to bring in a priest to bless the set. It was a gigantic drape that stretched from the floor to the ceiling and was aggressively waving, with no door open, fan running, or anything else. That was a pretty strange incident because nothing else was moving or blowing around it. You couldn't even hear any breeze, but you could see these curtains swaying wildly, he told Metro. Wilson considers himself a skeptic, but his supernatural screenplay may have gotten the best of him at this point, as he's admitted to believing his own house is haunted. "I'd had individuals say they've heard kids laughing in the middle of the night in my house on 2 separate occasions," he told The Independent. Number 1. Veronica Cartwright in Alien, 1979. The chest-bursting scene from Alien is one of the most iconic moments in sci-fi film history, which may be due in part to the fact that the cast members engaged in the scene had no idea what was about to happen to them on the set and were truly concerned by. Ridley Scott, the film's director, explained why he let the creature's major reveal happen in real time during the filming, adding, "The hardest part was going to be the reactions. You can't get the genuine expression of raw, primal dread from an actor who is just acting afraid." Indeed, his method of inducing genuine frights worked. Veronica Cartwright, an actress, later recalled, "We all get lured in when we see this thing start to come out. So we lean forward to check it out, and then it comes out. I can tell you that none of us expected it. It slithered out and coiled round." Sigourney Weaver, too, became engrossed in the scene, adding, "I couldn't stop thinking about John. I hadn't even considered that we were making a film." Cartwright is regarded as having the most powerful reaction of all because, when the blood hit her, she fainted, according to writer Ronald Shusett. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. What do you think about the situations faced by these celebs? Do they seem real to you? Have you ever faced a similar situation? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.